Hey friends, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are making toilet bombs. What are toilet bombs? Toilet bombs are the plastic-free, package-free, natural way to clean your toilet. Now this bad boy is kind of like a bath bomb, but for your dummy, and you put it in the toilet bowl. We have a toilet replication here, and so this has bicarb, citric acid, a little bit of dish liquid. The idea is it fizzes and dissolves. The citric acid will break down that mineral buildup that stains your toilet, and bicarb also is antibacterial, anti-staining. The longer you leave it, the better. I leave it at least 10 minutes. This gives it a chance to really break down that mineral and hard water buildup in your toilet. Then you simply get your toilet brush, scrub around, flush, walk away, you have cleaned your dunny. Look, it's not a pleasant job, but we all have to do it, and why not do it in a plastic-free, toxic-free way? So, if you'd like to learn how to make yourself some toilet bombs, stick with me, hit the little bell so you get notified every time I upload a new DIY video. Let's get into it. So I make these in store for people that just want to purchase and not make it. Hence my jar is getting low, so we are going to make some today to fill this jar up. But if you want to start making them at home, you will need 3 ingredients, one being bicarb of soda. You want to make sure it states that it's aluminium free. Some bicarbs have that in it. You don't really want to be breathing that in or using it around your home. It is a heavy metal. It's associated with Alzheimer's and all sorts of other heavy metal poisoning diseases. So make sure it states that the bicarb is aluminium free. I stock Blant's bicarb soda, which is actually third-party tested, to make sure that it has no nasties in it. Also, you will need citric acid. You can also get it at the supermarket. They only sell it in teeny tiny packets though, and it works out really expensive that way. So if you do have a bulk wholesaler near you or a refill station, go and support them and get some bicarb and some citric acid. And then any dish liquid that you use at home. I use the Kin brand, so that's what we'll be using today. As you can see, they fluff up quite a lot. It is quite magical. So let's get making. You will need a bowl to mix it in. So 1 cup of bicarb to 3/4 of a cup of citric acid. You can get different types of citric acid. I've found the finer it is, meaning the grain, the better it works. That's also for making bath bombs as well. If you'd like to see me make bath bombs, comment below and I will add it to the list. So 3/4 of a cup of citric acid. Then, before we add any liquid, it is important to really combine this recipe. So, using your fingers, I find is easiest, but you will find out if you've got any cuts or scratches on your hand, it stings like crazy, so you've been warned. So, just simply mix those 2 together. For a cup of bicarb and 3/4 of a cup of citric acid, we want to put 1/2 teaspoon of dish liquid. I know you're like, what is that going to do? Everything. So just the teeniest amount. You literally have to scrape it in there and then just mix it up. So basically we want the consistency of damp sand. We don't want wet sand, we don't want foamy reacting sand, just damp sand. So you really have to work it through the mixture, much like when you're baking. And you know how you're putting butter through flour by your hand? You literally press it through your fingers. And it's that simple. When you can press it and it sort of just holds its shape, you're pretty good. I'm tempted to put a little bit more in, but it's the danger game. Do I do more? Yes, I think I need a little bit more. I'm used to making a big batch, so I haven't done a single batch for a while. To set your toilet bombs in is a silicone mold. It just makes it easy to pop out You don't have to do anything special with them. They just take pretty much a day, 24 hours to fully harden. You can squeeze the edge of the mold, and if it feels really hard, then you're good. If it's still squishy, just leave it for longer. And you don't have to put it anywhere special. I quite often just sit them on the top of my fridge, out of the way. This is feeling a lot better now. So you can see it actually like holds this little shape there, but it's still dry, it's not foamy. So I have these silicone molds. They were like ice trays, and they're perfect for toilet bombs. So you simply scoop it into your mold. I just smooth it over so it's all evenly in the mold. Then I use my trusty fingers, just give it a press down. Now, worst case scenario, you've added way too much dish liquid and they're like puffing out of the molds and you're like, oh my God, I've ruined it. Don't throw it away. You haven't ruined it. I have done this many of times. They won't look as pretty as this, but they will still work. All you have to do is get a plate or a chopping board or something and stick it on top of your mold. Put something really heavy on top of it, and that will just weigh the mixture down until it sets and hardens off, and will keep it in that shape. But that's what it looks like after a full day of drying. It should look like this. Ta-da! It's not a marshmallow. I get kids all the time like, Mum, is that a marshmallow? Can we get a marshmallow? It's not a marshmallow. And it does that in your toilet. Alright guys, good luck making toilet bombs. Please tag me if you make them. I love to see you guys when you're DIYing at home. Okay, see you next time. Bye.